let's get started then. First things first, let's set up our Blender. So I have here Blender 2.93. As you can see, this beautiful interface, we have to set up some add-ons that are native to Blender. So the first one is Loop Tools, and this one is one I use a lot. So let's make sure we have it installed. Let me know if you can hear me well or not. If you don't, I will take care about that so you can actually hear me. Hi Daisy. Okay, so Loop Tools is the first one. We will be making sure it's enabled. Then there's another one, but this one is one of the ones I have over here. So let's go to this one is over on the resources chat and also on the description of the video when it's posted. So I'll just unzip it and select the version I need on myself. Let's see, here it is. So there's two versions, one for 2.79 and one for 2.8 plus. So we will be using the 2.8 version. It's a Python script. It's not a zip file. So let's install it. Now we have the removed vertex. This is a free add-on, by the way, so you don't have to be worried. Thank you for the support. Can you hear me, Daisy? Can any of you hear me? Okay. So it might be a problem on Daisy's. Reset your view. Okay. So I've talked about loop tools and I've talked about the removing used vertex groups. After that, we will also need anything else? I don't think so. Okay, so let's save our preferences and close this. As you can see, I have something on the bottom left of my screen, a little mouse. This is my screencast keys. It will show you like what are the keys I'm pressing. If you figure out that it's not showing up, let me know. I can increase like the font size and also the thickness, if anything, but that's it. I think you should be able to see it. Okay, nice, Daisy. I'll just repeat what I said then. Here you will be going into Blender 2.93. I assume that you have at least some type of familiarity of Blender, but if you don't, we will be covering most stuff, if not everything. Just kidding. I don't know everything about Blender. So we will be going to edit and preferences, and so we can set up our add-ons. I said without add-ons, but those are like paid ones, like Avastar or any other one. The two ones I'll be using, one is native from Blender, and the other one is free, completely free, and it's over at the resources page here on the classic Discord. So the first one is Loop Tools, and the other one is the remove unused vertex groups. This is very important because we won't be using Avastar to rig, so we need something to take off the clean or the vertex groups we are not using for the item we will be doing. So let's save our preferences again and close this. So next thing we will be doing is importing our dev kit here for the Blender, but let's take a quick overview of the hotkeys so you can move in Blender. I have my mouse here, and that's what we will be using today, of course. I will not be using my graphics tablet to do any of the sculpting, so if you don't have one, you don't have to be worried about that. So if we click, and you can look at the bottom left of my screen, if we click the middle mouse button, we can rotate our workspace. If we press Alt and middle, it's gonna, oh shit, sorry, it's gonna snap on the axis. That's not something I use very much, so let's just forget that one. So middle mouse button, if you press Shift, you can grab the interface, and if you press Ctrl, you can zoom in or zoom out. I prefer to use the middle mouse button, like scroll function. It's just easier for me, and it's what I'm usually used to. So Shift to grab, and middle mouse button to rotate. You can also use Ctrl and middle mouse button to zoom in and zoom out. Now let's get our dev kit. I already have mine unzipped, so we don't have to do that. But you will receive a zip file or a RAR file. You just have to unzip it, and that's your dev kit. As I said, I will be using the Mesh Body Legacy kit, but you can use the classic kit or any other kit you want. This is not this is a way of doing stuff, and I'm not saying that this is the only way you can do it. Okay. So let's go to File and let's go to Open. We don't want to save this, so bye bye default cube, and we'll go to our, oh, what did I do? Okay, so I actually didn't unzip. Okay, let's unzip it then. 1 second. Whoopsie. We will go to File, Open, and we will select the version that we want. So I have it here. Let's do it again. File, Open, say bye bye to the default cube, and let's go to File, and we want the 2.8 plus version. I don't want to load the UI, I just prefer working with the default UI from Blender, so I'll just do it that way. Now we have our body. So as you can see, we have a lot of stuff here on the right side. This is your outliner. It tells you everything you have on your scene, even if it's hidden or not. So let's first explore this part. We have the base legacy, the normal one. We have the perky petite one, and also some reference material for nails and socks. Here over is your legacy rig, and as you can see, it's over on the ground. It's this bone over here. If you want to see like the arms and the legs and the dorsal bones, you have to go over to this little stickman figure here. It's in a green color next to a bone. So let's click over these ones, and as you can see, it's just showing me the bones I want. The bones I want actually are these ones, this one, and if I'm not wrong, one of these. Yep. So this, and this. Let me just confirm it. Yep. So what I have here is the fit mesh bones. It's the fit mesh bones. So if I move these bones here, and we will have to go over to item transform and open them so we can move it around. As you can see, these are the ones that control the way our body is gonna be basically. uh, these are our sliders over in Blender. So that's basically it. If you see me doing like anything like that, what we will be showing. So what you see me doing this, and now we want to reset the transformations we did to the armature. You click Alt G, Alt R, and Alt S. Alt S cleans the scale, Alt G cleans the movement, and Alt R cleans the rotations. So if I rotate the arm and I press Alt R, it's gonna clean it up. And for some reason, my screencast keys is not showing that to you. Okay, now it's showing. So as you can see, let's move that around. Balloons. Okay. Alt S, Alt R, Alt G. And this is gonna reset your skeleton. The green ones are the pose ones, are the ones we will be using to pose our avatar. And that's basically it. Now let's go back to object mode. And for now, I'm gonna hide this because I don't need it. So you will make sure you have all of these ones selected. And then you can hide the armature because we won't be needing it right now. We have a light and we have a camera. Those are not important, we just have them there. Then you can see that we cannot actually click on some of these because the collection they are on, the collection is these little drop boxes, as you can see. So we have that one, that is our whole scene. We have the Legacy Designer Kit, and inside it we have everything I just talked about. The Legacy base is the one we want, actually, right now, but let's just hide the other ones. If you have like something like this in the kit you are working with, make sure you can see what you are working with, and as you can see, it appeared on our viewport. So that's it. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna click on this little filter thingy and make sure I have the selectable one and disable in viewports ones. So I want to be sure I can see all of it. As far as I can see everything here, so that's good for me. And I'll just hide these ones because I don't need them right now. I'll be using our trusted Legacy. And let's get started with modeling. I'll just grab our reference here and let me grab our reference. So we want to make sure you're welcome, Daisy. Okay, so let's make sure we can have it in Blender. So let's say you want to be able to see your reference at all times in Blender. You can make it this way. Press Shift A, and it's gonna open this little panel here. So anything you have your mouse on, and every time you click this, it's gonna open this tab here. We are on object mode, so this is in object mode. If you press Shift A, it's gonna open this. I want to add an image, so I want to add a reference image. Make sure you snap your view, and I will be snapping my view to this one, so front view. Yes, graphic tablets work with Blender. You just have to set them up. So I can send you a quick video on how to do that. And graphics tablet Blender. Because Blender can be kind of funky on how to set up. So check out that video, and I'll leave the video on the description of this video when it's posted if you have any questions, okay? So we want to snap, let's go back to here. So we want to snap our view Otherwise, if we have on a, like if we accidentally don't snap our view and add the image, it's gonna be on the background like that, and it's rotated, and that's not what we want. So let's go Control Z and use the numpad. If you don't have the numpad, usually you can use Fn, and you have some like on key, your keyboard, you have the Fn, and then you have some like numbers on your letters. You can use those, as far as I know. But yeah, numpad is kind of important when you are working with menu. But if you don't have a numpad, you can just go here or use the Alt, and yeah, you can just use the Alt method to snap. So you need one of these views, you just use the Alt if you don't have the numpad. So let's now add our reference image. What we want to do is Shift A and go to Add. This is the little thingy that's gonna open, and we go to Image Reference, and we add our image. So I can scale this a little bit down. Yeah, so that's kind of what I want. I can see it on all sides every time I need it, which is good. So now we have our reference, and now we have our body. Now what we will be doing is just getting started with the topology and everything that. So we can start with a cube, or we can start with some vertices. For the top part, I will be getting started with some vertices because it's just easier for me to get the shape I want. So we will be starting with the top, and then we will go back to the bottom. And that's it. So for us to get started, I'm gonna do the Shift A method again and go to Mesh Plane. We will be adding a plane, then pressing Tab to move out from the object mode into the edit mode. You can also go here and press edit mode. As you can see, mine is on the edge selection. We want the vertex select. The keys so you can interchange between those is 1, 2, and 3, as you can see. So if I press 1, it goes into vertex select. If I press 2, it goes into edge select. And if I press 3, it goes into face select. I want to work with 1 right now. And I will be selecting the other 3 vertices using Shift. So I press 1, then I press Shift to select those other 2. And I'll be deleting those. So press X and delete vertices. Now we have only that one lonely vertex there. What we will be doing is using the snap tool in Blender. Snap tool for brass, pennies, anything that needs to be like really tight fit to your body when using Blender, it's gonna be your best friend. So we will use the snap tool and make sure it's to snap to face. And now if we press G, as you can see, it's gonna snap to our body. Magic. Okay, so let's study our reference. It's really close to the neckline, so we will be making sure it's close to the neckline. And now we will just do E to extrude. I'll be doing one part first, so let's do the part that goes on the bottom of it first. And then we will work on the other one. It's easier to work on parts than trying to work on everything together. So we will be doing the top part first, then the skirt, and then we will be working on those details, and then we'll go on. So as you can see, it goes over our boob line. So we just extrude those like if we were making a drawing, I guess. And let's stop over here. Let's just make sure it's on a good way. So we need this to be a little bit more straight. Let's make it more straight. Okay, we have this part here going. Now let's do the outline of it. And then we will be creating our faces, making sure we have everything we need. So let's do it. You don't need to be very certain here because you can always be adding and taking off vertices of your model. So you don't have to be too careful this part. Let's see. Now let's make arm line. So if you don't have anything selected, if you press okay, so if you press Ctrl, it's gonna create a vertex. Just give me a second. I don't have any vertex selected, and if I press Ctrl, it's gonna create one for me. If I do have one selected, and if I press Ctrl and use the right mouse button, it's gonna create an edge and a vertex to the place where I basically have my mouse. I don't want that, so I will make sure everything is unselected and then press Ctrl and stop one there. Now I will be doing the arms part just so we don't have to worry about them later. And well, merge. That's it. Okay. Now we might have a lot of vertices here to get working, but let's leave them there and let's get started on making sure we start to like create our model basically. Now what we want to do is basically making sure we have everything we need over here. The face, and now I'll just go strutting stuff I need to create my faces. So if you have two vertices, I'll enter it. If you have two vertices, so I have one here, another one here, and you press F between those two, you create an edge. If you have three vertices, and you select all of them and press F, it's going to create a triangle. And if you have four vertices and you press all of them, you will be creating a face. Now, this works when you have something like what I have in here. But if you have your model done already and you want to add anything else to it, like an edge or something, you won't be using F, you will be using J. So let's see, I have oh, oopsie. So let's say I have this and I want to create an edge from here to here. I'll press that vertex and that one and I'll press J. Because if I press F, it's going to create the edge, but it's not going to be it's not going to be connected to my face or to my mesh. Because you can see here, if I press on the face select mode, I have one whole face there because I use F. But if I use J, I'll have two faces. So now let's continue. As you can see, I need another vertex over there, but I don't want this to be like an endgon here. Endgons are anything that has more than 4 vertices. So I will use Ctrl R to create an edge loop. And if you need any help understanding any of the concepts, let me know. and I will create a face here. Now, as we can see, I will be needing another one over here, and this part is done. Ta-da! Okay, now let's do something like this because we need it more organized, I guess. Okay, and now let's continue. So let me go out of the X-ray mode. Take off that. Yep, enough on there. Now let's extrude, and as you can see, F. So what I just did here was I had a face here, and I have two edges going side by side, basically. And if I select only the bottom one, or only the bottom edge, and then press F, it's gonna create the faces for me, and I don't have to worry about them. That's one way it helps your modeling. You can also go like selecting one by one and creating the face yourself. But if you have it this way, you can basically just do it yourself. Ta-da! Now we have the same thing here. So we have to make the first one ourselves, and then we can do it this way. And as we can see, I need more vertices. Let's make them. Okay. Now I'll just slot them into place, I guess. But this is strange. Okay, let me check out what's the problem over here. Oh, okay. I will have to go to file. No, I have to go to my preferences again because I forgot one important step, and that sometimes happen. I have to go to save and load or system. I have to go to system, and I have to increase my unknown steps because as you just saw, I did something stupid, and I can't go back enough in time in Blender to solve it. So you just make sure your undo steps are on the maximum it can go, and it's 256 basically. And let's save all preferences again. Now I'll just delete this vertices, and I'll just fix that manually. It's easier than doing what I was trying to do. Okay, done. Okay, now let's continue. Okay, and we're doing one over here. And we have a face. Now let's do one here. Now I will be needing vertices. 1, 2, and 2. Okay, and let's continue. So as I can see here, I'm gonna need another loop here because this is way too small for my taste, but we will be doing small first, and then we will be working with a subdivision surface modifier to increase our vertices and everything else. But so for right now, I'll just leave it be and finish my modeling part. Okay, now let's continue. Then please. And then for some reason I had a duplicated vertex there. So for some reason I had a double vertex there and I didn't realize. So when I was gonna create my face, it created the triangle. The way for you to remove this duplicated vertex is basically just select everything using A and press M to merge and go by distance. And it's gonna remove that vertex over there if you don't know where it is. That's basically it. Let me remind you that if you have any questions, please make them. I'm always open to answering your questions. Okay? So let's continue. I now have so for the arms, as you could see, I created it in a very nice way, and then under it I created a vertex, and then whenever you see that you need an extra topology, because otherwise it's going to be an n-gon, as you can see here, basically I have 1, 2, 1, 3, so I have 5 vertices here, and if I tried it to unite everything together, it would give me an n-gon, and n-gons are not good. So I would need, just to make sure, I created another vertex there, and basically it gave me what I needed. So if I go here now, it's gonna be nice and tidy. Oh, topology is good. So when working with topology, you wanna make sure we have quads. It's not that triangles are bad, but triangles for ourselves right now, it's not the best thing we want. So let's make sure we are always working with quads. Quads are basically 4 vertices together. And then if we actually need a triangle or another one, okay, that's good, that's okay. But if we don't need them, we won't use them. That's basically it. I can't hear you, Torny. Torny.
Yeah, seem to have put together some of your notes here. I know. Okay. Um, first of all, what immediately hit you about this house?
Torny?
Negative energy. Negative energy. Having to do with the layers.
Okay, I don't know what they are talking. Um, Turner, if you wanna talk, please use the voice chat messages and not the microphone. If you want to use the microphone, you are okay, but if I can't understand what you are saying, it's better if you use basically the messages. Otherwise, it's not gonna help any of us over here. Okay, let's continue. I didn't understand what was that, but okay. Basically, if you figure out what's wrong on your end, let me know and I'll unmute you. Otherwise, you're just basically you are not helping the class. I can't remember the name. So okay, so let's use loop tools for the first time. You see my vertices are all wonky, and I want them more nice and straight. I can use loop tools to relax them, and they will be very quickly. But right now I'll just make them pretty myself because I forgot we are using Sculpting. So loop tools is not going to be very helpful right now. Okay, let's subdivide here and vertices and face. Okay, we have the back side of our dress basically done. What in the ever? What the heck? Okay, only faces. Faces. Okay. I don't know what it's like there, but okay. So I don't want to have to repeat all of this process on the other side, so I'll just create a mirror modifier and I'll leave it so it does it for me. But let's just finish the front real fast, because that way we will have the other side just in front of the other one and we can fix that easily. Let me delete that last step. Okay, so we have our back side, and as you can see, it's pretty cute, don't you think? Ta-da! So we have our back. Now let's work on our front. It's basically more of the same. Such straight rows, yeah. So let's continue. Oh, as I can see here, I have a lot of topology. I have a lot of topology here and none here, mostly. So let me do it this way. And let's add another one there. Oh. Bye bye, Guilty. Happy to have you here. I hope you see the video on YouTube later. Bye bye. If you have any questions or you have any questions later or anything, just let me know. Okay? Have a nice night of sleep. Daisy, if I prefer doing my topology by hand or using Marvelous, it depends. I like using Marvelous, and I have a way of doing her topology the way I'm doing right now. So I can finish with all quads, and you can see here that on my older class on my YouTube channel. I like both. I really like Marvelous for more organic dresses and wrinkles and everything else, but I also really enjoy Blender. It depends on my mood, actually. So it really just depends on what I want to do. I find Blender is really easier to work in some cases, in other ways, Marvelous is easier. So if I want something with a lot of folds and a lot of like a Lolita dress or an A-line or a circle skirt, I will probably use Marvelous. But I can also do that on Blender. It's gonna take me a longer to do it, but I know I can do it in Blender. Did that answer your question? Hey, you're welcome. Let me add another row of vertices because our boobs look like Lara Croft ones. They are really pointy right now. So let's add another edge loop there so we can fix that. It still looks really low poly, but we can fix that later. Okay, let me see. And we need an extra. Would this work? Yeah, it would. Merge, center. Okay, I don't like how this looks, so let me just dissolve this. Sorry. Sorry. Ooh. Thank you. Okay, now we have our first side, first part of the dress done. Now we will be adding a mirror modifier, just really quick because I don't wanna spend too much time fixing the other side. So let me. Now I can apply this. I can apply it on. Now we just real quick. So I wanna kind of move this so it's on the front of our mesh right now. But if I use proportional editing, it's gonna move all of it. So my solution to this is basically I'll use V to read my vertices. As you can see now I have like two sides, and then I go and use proportional editing on connected only, and that way it's doing what I want. And done. This first part, I would say. It's still a little bit weak over here. Let me fix that. But I think it's pretty good. Okay, now let's add the subdivision surface modifier and just make sure. Let's use sculpting tools right now and use info. Use radius. Oh, before doing that, click on everything. S and Shift N, making sure all our moves are nice and tidy. So X. Okay, now we are just making sure it's not poking the bottom. If you see if you have anything too weird going on, you can use mode to fix it, kinda. Now let's take off that and exo and merge. Okay, now let's see. Let's take it out of the boots. So now I'm just making sure it's not poking my body in any way, shape, or form. If I find the need to add more topology, I can do it. Okay? Found the need to add something there, I will. It's not an exact science. If you see you need it, you add it. And then if you found out that you don't need it anymore, you can just do it. Okay? Since it's the book, I know I will need something, so I will do it. So what I'm doing right now is I'm using proportional editing, and I'm using B to move it. And if I use the middle mouse button, I can increase and decrease the way the proportional editing affects my mesh. So if I decrease this circle you can see here, it's gonna decrease the amount of influence. If I increase it, it's gonna increase the influence. So let me see. Now I press G and I press Y or X to snap my move tool to one of those axes, so I have a little bit more control on what I'm actually doing. And that's basically it. That's basically what I'm doing. But I forgot to explain it, so I will explain it now. If you found out that I forgot to explain something, please let me know and I will explain it. It's a lot of things to get a hold of. Okay, now we have our top. Oops. Okay, now we have our top. Let's do the skirt. So the skirt, it's not a straight skirt, it's a wrap skirt. So we basically want to do it that way. We will be starting with a normal skirt. And I'll separate that just so I can work easily in parts. I will extrude. This is basically the length of our skirt. And that's how I will do it. Okay. And we have kind of a skirt. Now let's just make sure it's on the way we need it to be. So we need this skirt. Let me hide that for now. And I need this to be kind of a circle. So that's what I will be doing. For this one, it's good. Let's out that. And actually, out age and hide that. So I can focus on what I'm doing. Since I'm on snapped on the front view, it's just gonna move it from side to side, so I'm not too worried about what I'm doing. But if you are not on the snap view front, it's not gonna do it the way it's doing right now. It's gonna like move it in relation to how your camera is. So and how you are looking to your viewport. So make sure you are snapped to the front view when in this part I'm doing right. Okay, I need this to go up and go off the side. Okay. Relax. 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 This one's good. Hi. Now, I just figured out I might need a little bit more topology over here, or not. Let's check. Maybe I need it, maybe I don't. No, I don't. I don't need it. I just have to be careful with it. Okay, now we have our skirt. Now we have a skirt and we have a top. So, what do you guys think? Was it too hard? I don't think it was hard. So, now I want to join these together. So, I'll just shift click first on my skirt and then on my top and use Ctrl J. And I can now make sure it's all together. Okay, so I'm gonna have to do some thingies here. So I'm gonna use the snap tool again, but this time I'm gonna snap to vertex just so I can close the skirt together. So because it's gonna snap to the vertex. Okay, it seems to be good. Yep, now it's good. If we have shade smooth, our topology is pretty good, pretty clean, so our normals are also pretty, really good. Okay, now let's work on the bow. The bow? No, let's work on the sleeves. The sleeves are easy, so let's work on them. The sleeves are basically just extruding. Basically, that's it. That's basically it. That's what we will be doing. No, we will not be going into Marvelous today. Just Splendor. Just Splendor. It's not too hard to make a bow, honestly. It's just right now we will be doing this. So let's extrude. I want my sleeve to go here. So let's make sure it's over there. Good. So, okay. Okay, so we have the sleeve, kinda, not the sleeve yet. Let's just increase the topology over there, and that now we can fix it. So it looks more like a sleeve. Since I'm feeling a bit lazy and I don't want to do the same for the other side, I'll just I'll shift D this, and I'll use X scale in the x-axis -1. Then I can also use the mirror thingy, so I'm not worried about that. Let me use bridge. I'll use bridge, and then I'll use just flash by this. Shift 1, and then flash by this. Done. Now we have all the sleeve. I could use also the mirror, but I didn't want to. So now we have sleeve. I know I don't like the shape of it, so let's fix that. Let's fix this shape. Now to inflate here. Okay, it's basically the same for both of them. Now it's good. Let's go back to layout, and now we have to work on the folds. The folds are kind of not too bad, it's not really either. So let's just using the control. So I wanna all of that, so I will click on this vertex, and then I use control to snap to pick the shortest. Now I'll use, I don't know why it's not doing it, but now I'll shift these and separate. So let's go back to edit mode, and ta-da! We now have this. Let's just extrude it. Oh, okay. For some reason, it's okay. As you can see, it doesn't look like some wrinkles, doesn't it? So let's just increase this, and I'll show you how to do the wrinkles in a second. Okay, so let me just figure out which is the best way to do this. So I can do it this way, and this might be the best way of doing it. Let's see. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use the A, okay, the K of knife, and I'll just click over here, and then I'll click on that vertex and press 5 on those. So that way we don't create any extra topology on our edges, but we can still increase the topology of what we need. And this is basically what we can do for the whole skirt, actually. Let me, tell me, do you like how it looks? Let me know, do you like how it looks? Does it look cute? Does it look lovely? And is it too hard? No, it's not too hard, but I want your opinion. Daisy, thank you. Lovely. Okay, let's continue for all of it then. And this is basically what we will be doing for here. You can also do like manually with the brushes on sculpting, But I think this is the best way for this part. So let's do it this way. Okay. If you find the need to add more vertices over on this part, you can do it. But right now I won't. Okay. Let's see over here. I think I need small ones on here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create some oops here. Yeah. Can use the same thing because I want this one to go to the. I want this one to go up, down, like not down, but like this. As you can see. And now I want this one going out. So what do you guys think? Is it looking nice? It is easy. I promise you, it is very easy. Like not easy, but it's easy. After you get like the basics down, you can do most of the stuff. So that's basically your blender. That's basically what you're doing then. Like you learn the basics, then you start on some projects, and then you figure out why not try doing it this way or that way or this way, and you figure things out. It's not too hard. It's just difficult to get started. But then after you get started, it's like easy peasy. Yeah, I just said it's not easy peasy. Okay. You guys understood what I wanted to say. I hope so. I want these ones to be more. Okay. And as I said, you can also do this in sculpting, but I didn't want to because I find that you have more control like this, like how I'm doing it right now. Yeah, on the back, I can just do that. After I have to make this like this is like on a curve, and I want it to be more straight, basically. Like I don't want it to be a curve like it is right now. So I'll fix it later. As you can see here, and I think it didn't stick that before. So if I zoom in too close, and sorry for the flashing lights right now, if I zoom in too close, it's gonna clip with my mesh, and I don't want that because I want to be able to get really close without losing like the visibility of my mesh. I'll just, and you can see here on the spot. So, like, here says perspective, and if I press 5, it's gonna go to orthographic view. And I wanna work on orthographic because that way I can get really close and personal with my mesh without it running away. If you don't like any of my jokes, just let me know and I'll with them, okay? I like making jokes because it just makes everything easier. Okay. Okay. And we are almost done. We are almost done with this part, and then we just have to work on the bow. And then, of course, we have to work on the details. Yes, actually, let me see. We are 1 hour in. Oh, okay. We are 1 hour in, and we already have this much. That's good. So we might take like 1 hour or two on sculpting. Pretty good. I think if if it takes you a day, it's still valid. Like, not everyone can work as fast as I do. I'm a person that works really fast. So if it takes you a day to do something that I do in an hour, it's still valid because that's the way you work better. So I just go with the flow, work in the way you want to work, and don't try to like use the way the others do it as a mirror to yourself. Oh, this person makes something I do in 3 hours in like 10 minutes. They probably have more experience. They probably have like a lot of things that you don't do yet, and you will get. So yeah, you are new and you are getting faster every day. That's the thing. Just take it easy. Don't get overwhelmed by everything because Blender is overwhelming. The first time I opened Blender, sheesh, it was it was hard. The first time I opened Blender and was like a few years ago. Let let me tell you a story while we work on it so you don't get bored. I started making 3D because I wanted to make custom content for the team. So I saw that you could use Blender, and that's when I also discovered Marvel's Designer. Yeah, and I discovered okay, I can make 3D stuff. Wow. Um, it was. I still play. Yeah, sometimes I like to play a little with my friends. Do I like the back? Yes. Do you like the back of it? doing? I think we need more a big one here. So when I started with Blender, my first tutorial in Blender was of course, most of you know this one, the donut tutorial from Blender Guru. So that was the first tutorial I saw. Most of you know this one because it's like most people start with that. Not saying that you have to start with it, by the way. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying most people start with this one. That's it. And that's what I started to. I also like watching tutorials, really relaxing for myself. I always learn a bunch of stuff with them. I'm still learning every day. I actually spent this week like getting better at my sculpting skills in Blender because I wanted you guys to have a really good class on this. Because I just like, okay, I can do that, but can I do it this way? Can I do it this way? Yeah, I get that feeling too. I mean, when I started with Second Life, I also started with the Mighty Ginkgo's tutorials because it's the best tutorials for you to get started on. As she knows everything, she knows a lot of shit, and like, yeah, gosh, I really like tutorials, and that's also what inspired me to like start doing tutorials too because that's it. I really like teaching people what I learned also. So that's it. Gatekeep? No, let's not gatekeep. We don't we don't need that. Okay, I'm almost done. Okay, we are almost done. But I need. Okay, what did I do? No. Oh, I just saved it. Okay. Let me. I need more topology. Well, yeah. So let me go R and level that. Let me dissolve this. Dissolve this edge and let me dissolve. Sweet. No. I wasn't supposed to say that. Okay. I'll figure out what to do with that bone versus later. I don't know what I did that. Okay. I figure out I can just do that. No, I can't because this. What did I do here? What the? What the? What the? What did I do? What the? I don't know what I did. What I did here. Okay. No, I know. Thank God for Control Z. Yeah, thank the gods for Control Z. So sometimes I don't know what I did, but it worked. No, I didn't. Okay, dokie. Okay, dokie. Is that true? Yeah. I actually learned the method of doing the ruffles this week. I was watching a live streamer, like they do like anime VTuber thingy, and yeah, that's how I learned it. I learned it this week. I was gonna do the sculpting way, but then I learned it, and then I decided, okay, this is way faster than sculpting and way more control. So let's do it this way. As you can see, I'm not all knowing. I don't know everything. Shanzo, Shanzo. They have a YouTube channel, and they also have a Twitch. So let me copy link for you. So they are VTubers. They can be a little bit um, hard to understand. Like the way they talk, it can seem rude, but I don't find it rude. But they are a little like okay. If you are like yeah. Let me just hide most of this. Yeah, he's direct, very, 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 very. He won't hold back. If he thinks you're doing something stupid, or if he thinks you said something stupid, he's gonna tell you, and he's gonna be pissed. Yeah, they don't. He doesn't. He doesn't. He's very direct, and it's a good thing. Like actually, I think it's a good thing. So okay, ta-da! We have our record. Ta-da! What do you guys think? Does it look nice? Ta-da! Ta-da! Now let's join this together and join distance again. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. You Control Z real fast. I'm gonna need some stuff like this here. And let's use the snap to vertex again. And I'm gonna need it over here. Over here I'm gonna need that. Okay. I'm gonna do it this way. Should be okay. I need to see this. So as you can see, now I have a triangle here. I can fix that by just making a loop there, but I don't want to do this. Because it's just gonna be a headache for me later, and I don't want to do it. So I won't. Basically, I don't want to do it, so I won't do it. I don't mind that triangle there. Adding stuff so I can check out this. So I need I'm gonna need actually I'm gonna need jewel tools. Okay. Now I can see what's happening. Okay, right now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna do it this way. And then I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna join. And now I should be able to merge everything back. And let me check what's the issue is here. It's just this one. Done. So this topology might look a little bit wonky for you, and you might not like that. So, but for me, honestly, pretty good, to be honest. It looks nice, and it looks a bit weird, but whatever. It's good enough. To be honest, my honest opinion, looks good. No, I'll just need to. Okay, now we have this part. Now we are only missing the bow. So for the bow, we have ways we can do it. So basically, we have some ways we can do it. And I think the best way right now would be just do something really quick. So we have okay. I was just doing this detail of the band. Oh, I need to make sure. Okay, so let me just do something really quick. I have to make this go a little bit more. Oopsie. Have a good night, Saskia, and thank you for being here with us. I hope you have a good night of sleep. Okay? If you have any questions or if you have any suggestions of classes you would like to see in the future, let me know. You can send that on the Mesh class chat. Okay? Bye bye. I'll see you on the next one. I'm just following the details. I'm just following the details. Okay, let me just take a look over here. Yep. So it's gonna be that. Details. Let me merge. Oopsie. My distance there now. Merge these over and what is the other file? Okay. Let me understand what. Oh, okay. First of all, merge by distance, and now I'm gonna have to join this and merge center, and okay, now it's done. Oh, sorry. No, it's just me. Like, oops, I messed up. Just me thinking, oops, I messed up. Let's see how I can fix it. Okay, now for the bow. Let's do it. Okay, that's some ways of doing it. We can do it using curves, or we can do it by hand. Let's do it using curves. I'll use a circle and a bezier. So for the circle, I'm gonna go into this one. It can still be like this. So I'm gonna make it just so it has some detail, basically. Okay. Oopsie. So just something like this. So let's go into curves and let's decrease the resolution. Otherwise, it's gonna be very high poly, and we don't really want that. So I want geometry to be an object, and let's use our busy. Okay, so it's a bit too. Let's click on it and on Alt S to scale it. If I decrease, maybe this way. I can check out later. Let's click on our bezier again, and we want to scale it down a bit. Over here. Okay, I'll make sure it's kind of something like that. Extrude, rotate it. Okay, I think you can kind of see what I'm doing. If you have any questions here on the part of the class, basically, if I wanna rotate this way the curve, I use Ctrl P. If I wanna scale it, I will use Alt S. If I wanna scale the curve, then I use S. If I wanna move it, I use G, and if I wanna extrude, I use P. Okay, those are basically the same controls we are using till now. That's you have any questions about that, basically. I'm gonna leave it separate. I think. I'll see actually. I'll take a look. Let me see how much topology we have actually. So I can go here into wireframe. Okay, so this is too high poly. This is wow. As you can see here right now, if I apply modifiers on my dress is still a little bit too low poly for my liking. But like even then, still welcome. Quite a high quality curve. So let's see. I'll have to fix it over there. Yeah, that's better. Okay, that's better. Much nicer. I'll just have to be more extreme with the way it is. Then, okay, much. It looks exactly the same as it was looking at. Anyway, so I scaled it in the x-axis -1. Bye bye, Innocent. It was great to have you here. If you have any questions when you see the YouTube video later, let me know, and I'll make sure to answer yes. Okay, so have a nice night, evening, or day. It's night for me. It's like it's 12:20 a.m. So it's almost 1 a.m. here. Oh, yeah, yeah, late. Yeah, kind of late for me. I wasn't feeling so nice during the afternoon, so I had to like lay down a bit so I could have the fast. No, that's why I like it took me so long to be here with you guys. Sorry about that, maybe. It was way longer than what I was expecting. And I wanna make a segment here. And so okay, and so much. The wolves are getting in my way. Okay, for me, it looks good. Okay, so what do you guys think? We have a good wolf. I think we need, yeah, we need like fully bolts. So let's do with that. And this this one. Hello. Hey, Auntie. Use the voice chat, message chat.
Hello.
Hello. How are you doing? Okay. To post it, just like that. Let's do the same over here. And I think we need to go with this a little bit more to the front if I can find one. Okay. If I can figure out this flow. The other one was easier. This one. And okay, now this one is done for real, I think. Okay, if I need, I think I need to just move the spark. It's not clipping. Okay, now we have a ball. Let's convert everything to a mesh. Convert to mesh, and I can go here and I can actually fix the things I wasn't liking. Okay, I'm starting to get my voice is starting to go away. See. Okay. Oh, okay. This one. And move it under there. Okay. And I think we have a pretty solid bow. Stitching and seams. That's basically sculpting. That's just sculpting, to be honest with you. So let me see. If I go over here and let's grab. So these ones are buttons. So those are the things we will be using. So let's see. I have an image of this. Yes, I do. These ones are the ones I have got in resources for everyone to use. These ones are free. Okay, so make sure to grab those because it's free. These ones. And if everything goes well, I'll remember how we use them in Blender, and we will be using them in Blender. Okay. Okay. Right now, I just can't remember if we can open PSD files on GIMP. Oops. Yeah, yeah. Those are like basically what they use. Okay. These ones, like these images are all of the brushes you're gonna receive. So if you wanna check those out. Okay, so now what are we missing? We are not missing much. Just need to make some detailing for the top and for the bottom. So let's do that. Okay. Now let's see. Just I'm gonna first go over here and I'm gonna select my stuff. Please join this and hide it because now I wanna put my things. So we can see this is together, so it's not a problem if it has the same here. So this one's gonna be one. This one's gonna be another one. This one's gonna be another one. Okay. I think it's gonna be only one. So let's take off this and split the skirts. So here and now C. Relax in. Now we need one on shoulder line. And we're gonna need one here and one here. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm marking the themes for the UV maps. So I'm gonna click and drag to open the UV edit. And if I click here and click unwrap, tada! So we now have, this is the back. I will message you when I'm done. Okay. Thank you for popping in. So this is one side of it. I for some reason I have proportional editing using. I'm using proportional editing for some reason, but I don't want. This is the other side. So these are the sleeves. And this is the skirt. What in the what's oh, okay. I know what it is. Let's unwrap this again. Okay. Let's take off that. I'm not gonna use any add-ons that are not from Blender because that way everyone can like just use their. Let me remember how to do it. Okay. So I series. Let me figure. Okay, so I'll have to make sure I'm hiding this. I think so. I can that's right. Yeah. Oopsie. Okay. As far as I can see, the problem is gonna be those ones. So let's do it another way. And I'm gonna start this way. and or not. So you can kind of have I want it to be kind of straight, you know? So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do it manually. I do think I had one add-on for UVs, but I don't remember if it was free or not. So I decided not to use it. Otherwise I would be using it, but I can't remember if it was free. UV, and I have to make sure. Image view. View. Settings, no. Let's see. Display stretch. Okay. So these areas are very stretched. So we have to fix that. Okay, so blue is it's not stretched, and when it starts to get green, it's stretched. A lot. Basically, let's fix that. We don't want a lot of stretching on our UVs, so let's make sure we don't have that. Okay. It's gonna be a bit of manual work, but whatever. It has to be. Otherwise, there's not. Do I have more tools here? No, I don't. If I had, I would use it. We can use that here. Oh, don't worry. Close it on. Okay, so this part here, so it's this one. I can see why it's not on because I'm trying to make it straight and it's not. So I'm gonna fix that. You know, but by not making it straight, basically. And that's it. There's not much you can do. You know, I think. What's the other ones? Let's just let's fix that. Okay. And let's see this one. This one's gonna be fun to fix. very fun. And video. What the fuck just happened? Okay. Push. I just merge center and now let's figure out this. What's going on here? How, what? I have a end gun here, and I didn't realize that. I have to fix it. What? I have an end gun over here. I didn't realize that. Okay, I think this is fixed. Yeah, fixed. Okay, I have to fix that. Okay. Okay. Right. Lots of concentration. Lots of concentration. Yeah. So we don't mess up anything. Okay. And it's kind of lit for some reason. So we got stretched out. So we have to fix a little bit. Oh, oopsie. Forgot about that. So let me hide this. And I messed up. I messed up. Fuck. I think I can fix it. fix it? No, I can't. Ah, okay. Messed up. I forgot about that part. Okay, let me see how I can fix it. I think I can do it this way. Maybe I should do it one by one. I don't want to do it that way, but maybe it's gonna be that way. I'll fix that. Oh gosh, I completely forgot. Really? It had to be this one. Really? Couldn't be any other way. Ah, it's not this again. Whatever. I'll leave it there, that way. I guess. If, maybe green. Well, nothing. And that won't be what I wanna do. So, if I can leave that. Zero equals zero. Next zero. And for me, this is good, to be honest. Still stretching a bit, but I have to remember image, no, preview. No, there was like, yeah, I'll have to find one. So let's go here and maybe checker. And we want a big one. Okay, now let's open and let's go to desktop. Ah, this image. Not good. Not good. Not good. Okay, let me find another one. Because I hope I was thinking this one would be a good one, but it's not. Okay. Now let's open it again and okay, this one's good. Now for us to be able to see it on the mesh, we'll have to create UV checker, color, base color, and now I can kind of close this and texture. Yeah, this looks like this. Start it. Okay, kinda. I would add a sim over here, maybe, and maybe another one, and maybe that would fix our problems. Let's see. Kinda. This one is still the one that caused this problem, and I'm pretty sure. Yeah. To be honest, it is not too bad, but it kind of nine, 180, and 90. This one's gonna be here. Okay, so this one's over here. This one's over, or something like that. Okay, no. This one's gonna go there, and that one's okay. UV mapping is actually the hardest part, in my opinion, especially if you're making it from scratch, like I'm doing here on Blender. It can be kind of annoying to figure out what you can fix or not, you know? Also, in like, if anything, I can always fix any stretching that's happening when I'm doing anything else. Okay. Okay, I think this is good, to be honest. It's nicer than what it was before. But neater. Neater? Okay. It's not stretching too much. so that's good. Let's see if we can fit everything on just one. Maybe we can. Mm. And I'm gonna straighten the again because why not, right? Uh, I like the look of it. Um, it's the way these three. Yeah, this one's like it happens. But yeah, it's tough one. So today we will finish up the UVs and we will rig this. You're welcome. Then I'll see if we can do anything else because I also need to sleep. But yeah, let's see how it goes. And now I have to figure out which side of this one is. I think it's this one. Probably this one. That's this one. Is it? No, it's not. Okay, it's this one. It's this one. 90 and then we drop it like this. This one's gonna be over here. And that's still this one in the middle. Okay, we have our we have that done. Now we just need to put the sleeves over here. And we still have space for the bows over here. So that's good. Okay, so the bows are over here. There. And we have our mesh UV. Okay. Now let's put our subdivision surface. Oh no. Fuck. Okay. So let's that one doesn't need subdivision. Okay, let's see about our statistics. It's a pretty good one actually. Nice. Okay. So now let's see. I'm gonna hide these ones. Hide. Then let's go into scope. So we need just a little bit of we just need like really smaller stuff, so we will be using the scope. Shrink and yes. I will be following my script. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just using my mouse right now, and I'm clicking normally, and then I'm also using control because I just figured out that you can see my screencast right now. So I'm using control, so it uses the minus. So as you can see, it's deleting, and if I don't use control, it's adding. So you can just add a little bit more of detail to my skirt, and I'm just following what I already had. not having anything. There's some details, just need it to just to take off the normality of the script. Then I use this brush, and as you can see now, it already has a lot of more details than it had before. I can send it to that to you, so you just find it. Yeah. Welcome. Okay. And let's see what we can do here to the bodies. Sculpting with gloves is a lot harder than if you have like not ones, but it's doable. I actually also like to use my mouse a lot more than using my graphic tablet. It's just I'm already used to it. I'm gonna use the previous one, but I'm using control. Hold. Okay, so yeah. Yeah, don't worry, I'll just do it later. And I'm here in the front, so let's do it like this. Hmm. Still matched. Okay, so we added some detail. The rest of the detail it's gonna be added on the sculpting. This is still like meshing. It's not sculpting. I'm not gonna call it that because it's not, in my opinion at least, because we're still like giving detail. Go back over here and I can kind of see that the sleeves there. It's not just like it's flowy. So I'm trying to replicate that. At night it's always flowing. Okay, that one's good enough. I can sculpt it using the crease brush later. So a little bit more detail. I also use my mouse a lot. To just I find it easier to use my mouse than using like anything else. I use my graphics tablet because it's a pen display tablet as my second monitor. I just need to get used to it because I don't use it a lot. Okay, let me see. Mine was a present, so okay. I think this looks nice. Let me see if there's any detail here on the body. Okay, I need a little slash here. So let's see. And let me go over here and almost out of food. So maybe 1.8 here. What I'm doing right now, it's just marking some spaces where I want it to be sharper shadows. So I'm using normal lock of mode, and then I'm marking like these places here. I mark it so it's on how to say it, how to explain it. So it's on a more sharp thingy, if that makes sense. Sure. That's okay. Let's see. This is our low poly. It's like it's good, to be honest, in terms of topology and all that. Nice. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a shift D, which is gonna be my low D, and this is gonna be my high, just because I'm gonna hide that one, and I'm gonna add a multi-res modifier. Where is it? Multi-res, and then divide. So I think the first one is good enough. Let's see, sculpting. now N, and I'm going to use screencast these again. Tool, it's going to be draw, and you want to copy this one. So I can go into texture, and I'm going to use one of our plugins. So we have something like this. I'm gonna try and see how I use this on GIMP. I don't remember. Okay, now I know. Let's open GIMP. So if we have a PSD file, yes, you can use those on Blender. You just have to remind how it is done. But yeah, you can use them on Blender pretty easily though. Sculpt in Blender. I'm gonna send you this video if you wanna take a look. You can, like, Blender is really powerful tool, to be honest with you. My GIMP is still opening, so let's wait for it a bit. Okay. And that's basically what I'm gonna do here. Yeah, you did. Okay, so let's open GIMP and file open. I want to use one of, I don't want to use the quad brushes, I want to use one of these. So I just have to figure out which one I want to use. Those are the tension and compression brushes. These ones are the version 2. So those are not the ones I want, I guess. Feathers and fabric brushes. So tension and compression. Yep. Okay, so let's figure out which ones. No, I think this one. We just convert using the normal ones, and yeah, I think not this one. 1 second. Boa noite, bem. Eu também daqui a pouco já fiz o comigo. Okay, I'm back. It was just reference. And, okay, let's open all of them, I guess. Eliminate, and drag and drop like it. Non presenta movement. Don't ask again and convert. So we just wait now. So it converts all of these. We can use drop it like it's hot. We gotta have some fun. It's 1 a.m. It's 1 a.m. 1:25 a.m. I have work tomorrow at 11. But whatever. Oh, it's not a problem. I can actually go to work. It's not something that I can sleep very easily. So don't worry. And I'm used to sleeping late. Okay, it's gonna still take a while, I think. Hope not. We have 20, we have 1:35, and the first one was 38, 37. How much do we have here? We have 40. So it's almost there. I asked for it to install in English, but it's installed on Portuguese. So this is gonna be fine. You will not understand what the button said. But okay, it will work. Hopefully. Okay, now we have our brushes. So these are our alpha brushes. Mm, do I want this one? No, I don't. Do I need this one? This one I need it. I'm gonna save it. I think this one is one of these. Okay, so let's see. I have the ArtStation page of it open on the other side, so like I can compare. See, I have the ArtStation, so I can compare the alphas to the images. So I think this one is one of these. Yeah, it's gonna be this one. It's not what I actually want, so let's hide it. I don't want this one. This one has some brushes, mostly. This one I want, so I'm gonna go to File and save as, and I wanna save it as like this type of file, save, and I wanna save this as a JPG. What? Why can't? Let me remember. I really don't use GIMP that much. Does it seem like it? Doesn't it? Okay. Hmm. File, export, export as. Okay. Okay, now I found it. Okay, so and we want as a PNG file. Okay, export. It's just this is like what I wanted to do. It's okay. File export as PNG again. Okay. Oh, this one is 28 actually, not 20. Okay. File, export as, and this is gonna be 28 and not 20, as I saved it before. And not 20 as I saved it before. Okay, so let's export it again. Export. Now let's use it in Blender real quick. So new, new. And go here, open, go to desktop. I think we're using tension and compression. Because you see? And oh, we don't have to save it. Do I? Can we? Okay. So we wanna use view plane, I think, or stencil. Nah, we wanna use it as a view plane. Is it? Let me check out. Maybe that's it. So
anything. Now what you have to do, you have to just go to your front view. Okay, and here
ah, okay. Okay. Doesn't seem like it's doing much. Let's figure out. We will figure it out. Mode. Stroke method. Okay. Okay, found it. Okay, 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 okay. That was the okay, okay. Haha. Now we have it. Ha 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 ha. Okay. Now we have all four brushes. Ta-da! Okay. I'll have GIMP open on my other monitor so that way I can find which ones I want to use, okay? So if I want to make it this. Okay, so I'm gonna first do the bottom part of it. So I'm gonna kind of hide the part and do it here so we can add our stuff. Okay, I think we need one that gives us a little bit more detail. So let's check out. Yeah, one of these. This one? No. This one, no. Okay, let's try 16. So, kind of this, but also no. This is one, this is 68, so that way. 15K. Now I know that I didn't need him for this part, so okay. No worries. I wish I knew how to get this. Oh, nope. Sharp. So I want it to be sharp. Good. Near sharper. This is kind of what I need, but I find it that it's like moving fast. A lot. So let's mask it. Where's the? Okay, so let's mask it. So mask. Okay. Strength. Okay, let's try it again. Still kind of does that. Oh, maybe it's the strength. Yeah, it's definitely the strength. On fix only. Okay. Mask it. I want the brush to be constant. It's mud. Well, what I wanna see is if I can do this really soft mask if it helps. Kinda. Eh. Let me unmask everything. It's gonna be so good. I might end up just I reviewed it, but I'm still trying to figure out how to do this. Oh, I had the sample bias too big. Okay, that was my fault. Let's increase the modifier here. It's more than. And I think we want to try 14. I want to try the 40. Nope. 20, 12 and 11. Okay, so let's try 12 and 11. Yep. These are the ones. let's see, 11. 11 is mostly the same, but here, let me go over here and fix it. Okay. If it goes inside the body, it's not a problem because it's not like this is just gonna be used to bake. It's okay. Okay. Poking. So I'm gonna see if I can mask this, mask it, and worry about it. I can unmask it. And let's do the other. I'm gonna use the same thing, same brush. To be honest, I'm just gonna hide that part there. So I don't have to. Bring it, and then mask and control. Even if I use it, I can use it. Okay. So let's see if I can use anything else from here. I can use the 10. So 10 how it is. How it looks. It's really softer in comparison to the other one. Ooh, okay, not like that. 9. 9 looks exactly the same as the other one. Yeah, it's really similar to the other ones we were using already. Okay. I have to use mode to fix this, but I want a very soft smooth, so I don't have to worry about using it. Let's push back a little because it's really getting out of where it's supposed to be. Freeze. Okay, I need to soften up them a little bit now because as we can see Yeah, not too heavy. We won't fold and everything. So just need another one over the globe, I think. And just a second, need to have that one over there. Yeah, that's good. Okay. I don't think we need a lot more details over here. So I'm just gonna give them the skirt a little bit more detail. And I think it's good, to be honest. Oh, we might need the back. At the back will do it. Let's see, 4. Okay, after I'm finished up with this step, I'm gonna go to play, and then we will continue tomorrow, probably. But not at this hour. Let's say earlier. Probably earlier than this. And luck is good. Let's better use one of these. Let's use that one. Okay. And for the skirt, we need a. Okay, I can do one of these. Let's see. Oh, And let me find the mask again and take it off. Okay, so I think that's so I'm gonna show you really quick why we did what we did. So I'm gonna hide this and I'm gonna see it's not a lot of detail, but if we go over here and create a new image, okay, go to and see the image in created. So it's untitled. So now I want to go into camera and I'm gonna go to cycles. Let me go to shading and just find my okay, found it. That one to world and shift A, environment texture, open and go to color. So now if we go into layout and if we go into render, it's gonna give us this color. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make sure that everything over here is able to render, but our mesh. So we'll have to open all of these, all of them. Okay, so into meshes, let's be okay. Otherwise, it's gonna give you a problem. So you only need our address to be visible. Okay, now let's go to the colors. We want the white dress, roughness, yeah, circular, let's leave it as it is. Emission 0. Okay, so it's supposed to be an emissive. So might need to just do it at yeah, increase anyone maybe. Oh, I know now why it was giving that because my untitled is a black image. I can just take it off. Okay, that was my fault. Okay, so if I go here and like that, we go now to this camera and we go to bake and we bake from multi-res. Okay, and the bake type is gonna be my normals. Ah, what happened? Let's bake it again. This time I just want my diffuse. Oh no, I want my let's see. Usually we will use bake from materials. So it's kind of crazy. I'm kind of crazy. Don't know what went wrong there. Let's do it again. No valid selected objects. Now it is. So yeah, it's pretty. Basically, we use this to bake our maps. If you wanna apply this, you can just go there and apply it, and you use this one to bake the maps for your mesh. As you can see, this actually has the same UVs as our original mesh, so we can use this to bake the normals from this to our mesh, or we can use this to bake our maps. It's kind of a bit of trial and error. I haven't tested that part yet. Sorry. I have, but not too much, so I'm not pretty sure which versions, which steps to follow. Baking in Blender is really easy. You just need to have an image texture on your shells. And there's another like 3 or 4 videos I can send over here, so you can take a look. Let me see. Live texture baking and 8. Where the hell did you bake my image? Where it baked? I have no idea where I titled, I suppose. So, I'll have to figure out this later, I guess. Let me apply this. And if I apply it, it's high poly. Very high poly, okay? It's not that I find stuff fast, it's just that I know what I'm looking for. Does this skip my UVs? Yeah, it kept kinda. What the hell happened? So I can use my low poly, and let me go with my low poly. So we just can do this section and from selected low poly. Ta-da! I apply the multi-res and I'll use that to pick, probably. And then after that, if it doesn't work, we will do the troubleshooting tomorrow. Because I'm kinda sleepy, so I have to go to sleep. We have 3 hours and 20 minutes of class today, so kind of a lot. And it was what I was expecting. The rest of this can be done tomorrow. Yep. Probably at the same time. Maybe not. Maybe earlier. I wish it was earlier. Let's just jump out of the bake. It worked. I hope it did. Because I don't wanna take like 300 hours troubleshooting. Tell me why ain't nothing but a hard day. Ain't nothing but a mistake. Now number 5. I never wanna hear you say I want it down. It's number five. Number five killed my brother. Oh, I forgot about that. I can't find where the fuck this is making my image. What the hell? Okay, let's create another one, I guess. New. Let's call it dress. And make sure our mesh material is true. So select it to active. And let's do it again to see if it works now. Clear image and bake. My voice is saying bye bye. Bye bye. It's time to sleep. Okay. Just five more seconds. Then I'll go to sleep. It's 3 a.m. Yeah, it's time to go to sleep. Okay. If it doesn't appear here, I'll have to figure out why. And I don't want to figure out. Okay. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. Probably. Okay, so we have some issues. Just some issues. I'll figure them out tomorrow. I don't know why it's doing that. Okay, I'll have to. Now I know why it's doing that. Okay, I have to fix the UV maps. That's it. I have to fix the UV maps. See you all tomorrow. Bye bye.